Why are Gouldian finches so colorful? The Gouldian finch truly lives up to its nickname, Jewel of the Australian grasslands. Their dazzling colors, vibrant reds, yellows, and greens, are unlike almost anything else in the bird world. But these aren't just random splashes of color. They're a product of complex biological processes and evolutionary pressures. For males particularly, these bright hues play a critical role in attracting mates. Females often prefer males with the most intense and consistent coloration, signaling good health and strong genes to pass on. It's an ongoing competition for attention, driving the evolution of even more spectacular plumage over generations. The vibrant colors we admire in Gouldian finches aren't just a random occurrence. They're a direct result of fascinating genetic mutations. Each color, the red head, yellow chest, and black back, is controlled by specific genes that dictate pigment production and distribution within their feathers. These genes influence how much melanin, carotenoids, and other pigments are created, and precisely where they're deposited during feather development. Think of it like a complex recipe. Small changes to the genetic code can drastically alter the final product, leading to variations in color intensity or even entirely new patterns. Scientists have identified several key genes responsible for these traits, and studying them helps us understand how evolution shapes such incredible beauty. The vibrancy we admire in Gouldian finches isn't just genetics at play. It's also heavily influenced by their diet. Those stunning reds and oranges you see, they aren't created from thin air. They come directly from carotenoids, a group of pigments found naturally in plants and insects. Think of them as the building blocks for those bright colors. If a finch doesn't get enough of these essential nutrients through its food, it simply can't produce those vibrant hues. Consequently, their plumage will appear noticeably duller, lacking that characteristic sparkle we've come to associate with Gouldian finches. Providing a varied and rich diet is therefore crucial for maintaining their beautiful coloration. The dazzling colors of male Gouldian finches aren't just for show. They're a key factor in how these birds reproduce. Sexual selection plays an incredibly important role here. Females actively choose mates based on the brightness and vibrancy of their plumage. Essentially, the more spectacular the feathers, the better the chance that male has to pass on his genes. Think of it as a visual competition. Males with particularly vivid reds, yellows, and greens are simply more attractive to females. This preference creates a selective advantage. These brightly colored males have greater reproductive success, leading to their traits becoming even more pronounced over generations. It's a beautiful example of how nature's beauty can be driven by the powerful forces of evolution. The vibrancy we see in a male Gouldian finch isn't just for show. It's actually a visual report card on his well-being. A truly brilliant red head, deep purple breast, and vibrant yellow abdomen are strong indicators of excellent health. These rich colors develop from pigments derived from the foods he consumes, so a bright plumage suggests a diet that's both plentiful and balanced. Beyond just nutrition, it also signals a robust immune system. A bird with these colors is likely demonstrating resistance to common diseases. Think of it as nature's way of advertising genetic quality. Females are subconsciously assessing potential mates based on this visible display of health and vigor. Gouldian finches are renowned for their vibrant plumage, but what many don't realize is that these colors aren't just random variations, they represent distinct genetic differences within the population. You'll notice 3 primary color morphs: red-headed, yellow-headed, and black-headed finches. Each of these head colors is controlled by separate genes, much like eye or hair color in humans. These genes interact with each other, leading to a fascinating range of combinations and subtle shades within those broader categories. Observing these different forms helps scientists understand how genetic variations arise and spread within bird populations. It's a beautiful example of natural selection at work, where slight differences can lead to unique appearances. The colors we admire in Gouldian finches aren't always as straightforward as they seem. Environmental factors play a significant role in how their vibrant hues are perceived. Think about it, the same bird can look dramatically different depending on whether it's bathed in direct sunlight, shaded by foliage, or viewed indoors under artificial light. Sunlight contains all wavelengths of color and illuminates feathers from every angle, creating a complex interplay of reflection and absorption. In shadow, less light reaches the feathers, often muting their intensity. Even slight changes in the angle of observation can alter how we see those colors, making them appear richer or more subdued. It's a fascinating reminder that what we perceive is always filtered through our environment. The beauty we admire in adult Gouldian finches doesn't appear overnight. Young birds actually begin life with a much more muted color palette. Their plumage is noticeably duller than what you'll see in their fully mature counterparts, particularly regarding the vibrant reds, yellows, and greens that define the species. This isn't a defect, it's simply part of their development. As they grow, and crucially as they access a diet rich in carotenoid pigments, found in things like fruits and vegetables, those colors gradually intensify. Think of it like nature's slow reveal, with each meal contributing to that stunning final appearance. It's truly fascinating to witness the transformation over time. The vibrant colors we admire in Gouldian finches aren't just for our enjoyment, they play a vital role in their lives, particularly when it comes to finding a mate. What's truly fascinating is how these birds perceive those colors, and it turns out their vision extends beyond what humans can see. Male Gouldian finches possess special cones in their eyes that are sensitive to ultraviolet light. This means they are able to detect colors completely invisible to us. Scientists believe this ability allows males to assess the health and vibrancy of potential mates based on subtle UV patterns on their plumage, leading to more successful breeding pairs. It's a secret language of color only they can fully understand. The vibrant hues we see in Gouldian finches aren't random, they're a fascinating interplay of several forces working together over generations. Genetics provide the blueprint for pigment production. Each bird inherits specific genes that influence which colors it can potentially display. However, those genes alone don't determine the final result. Diet plays a crucial role too. Certain pigments require particular nutrients to develop properly. Deficiencies can lead to muted or duller coloration. Then there's sexual selection. Female Gouldian finches actively choose mates based on their plumage brightness and intensity, essentially driving males to evolve ever more spectacular displays. Finally, even environmental factors like sunlight exposure can subtly impact the expression of these colors, creating a truly unique look for each individual. It's an elegant demonstration of evolution at work, how natural selection shapes traits in response to genetics, diet, mating preferences, and surrounding conditions.